All right. So welcome to Chair Pilates. Today is June 28th. Wow. For those of you who are members of the Evanston Athletic Club, I just sent an email out. We are beginning small group Pilates classes on the machines. So, Jenny, I just sent one to you. Explains how to sign up. Okay. If you aren't a member and you're interested, shoot me an email. All right. Oh, my knees are like, what are you doing down there? Okay. Hi. Feeling like myself again. All right, hold your towel. Arms out in front of you. Go a little bit wider than your legs. Okay. I'm going to sit closer to the front edge a little bit so that when I roll down, I'm able to go over my knees, right? Start small, don't drop your head yet. Make sure you're not feeling dizzy today. So just tuck the chin a little bit, roll forward a little, and then come back up. And roll forward. So, Carol, you want to really make sure you draw in your abs. Make this as small as needed. Pull this apart, right, from your shoulders so that you've got some support from those muscles that support your lower back. Very small. Down. And up, one more time. Down. I actually hurt my back on Friday. Lift. Up. And lower. I actually have it. It's actually taped. With kinesiology tape. Lift and lower. Keep pulling apart. Lift and lower. One more time. Up and down. Okay. Now, from the side, you're going to tuck and curl back and then lift up. And arms come down and tuck and curl back. So, Carol, keep that as small as you need to, right? You have to assure those muscles that it's okay to move a little bit. So keep it in the range that makes you comfortable. Tuck and curl back. One more time, tuck and curl back. And lift up. Good, arms down, shoulders roll back. You can twist your ribs with this if you want. And then reach the arms back, palms are open towards the front of the room. And then curl and open up. This is more upper body curl than lower body. So lower body stays pretty still, open, and curl, and open. That's two. And curl. Good, hands on the knees. Yes. We're gonna twist backwards this way. So I'm gonna keep this hand here. I'm gonna start to push. This will twist me back. And then again, this is all rib cage stuff. It's not lower back. And then other way. Center. So if my hips aren't moving, okay? My hips aren't moving. Twist. Twist. Ah. Crack, crack, crack. Twist. Rotate. One more each way. Good, that's better. Okay, so let's go to the floor a little bit, starting on the right side. I need to get my mat out of the way. So we're going to push our legs sideways using your glider. All right, so we're going to press side and pull in. Push side again. So I'm sitting pretty much on the front edge of my chair, right? Because if I were sitting back in the back, my leg wouldn't be able to move off unless you moved your body off to the side, which you can do. I'm going to sit at the front edge. Push and pull in. Push out. I'm going to press down to pull in. Press down to push away. Press down to pull in. You always want to release the tension once the leg is in and once the leg is out. No tension, create tension. No tension, create tension. Pull in. Push away. Pull in. And I can feel this happening across here too. Out, especially on the way in. Push away. Come on in. Two more. Push away. One more time. Push away. Come on in. Now let's add some upper body movement. So if your back's bothering you, you can just stick with the straight out and in. Okay. I'm also going to hold the side of my chair over here. So push away. Pull in. I'm going to add a little side bend this way. Push away. Little side bend. This is very Pilates chair-like, this exercise. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale, pull in. Breathe. Exhale, pull in. Last two. Over. Pull in. One more time. Over. Pull in. Good. Turn so you're facing this way. So we don't want to overbend the lower back. So to help us not do that, we need to lean forward. Because otherwise, if you try to push your leg back from here, you would start to bend in your lower back. Okay. My feet almost touch the floor, not quite. I'm kind of short. So I'm going to lean over, elbow on my leg, press back, pull in. Plus my chair is curved, which doesn't help much. Out, pull in. Out. So when I pull in, it's got to come from up here. Push back, exhale, pull in. I can put my hands on the edge too. Pull in. Out, pull in. 3, pull in. 2, let me see what you're doing. Yes, 1, pull in. Jerry, lift your head. Yeah, there you go. And come on in. Good. Yay. See, that's what happens when I look at you, right? I start calling you guys out. You got to let me know if that's okay, yeah? All right, here we go, other side. Push away, pull back. Create tension against the floor when you're moving out and when you're pulling in. I wore my science shirt today. Notice any differences in the two hips as you do this. No bodies are completely symmetrical from side to side. It's kind of a relief to know that. 2 more. And pull back. Ready to add the side bend, okay? So arm will come up. When the knee comes in, you're gonna do this little side crunch right here, if you want. Your back might say, nope, not today. I'm gonna hold on to the side for this. Over, little crunch. Over. Side bend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Over. 2. 1 more. And in. Fabulous. Spin. So the top of my chair is kind of curved like this. So for me to lean forward on that, on my knee, doesn't really work very well. If I hold the sides of the chairs with my hands and just bend my elbows, that works better for me. You guys figure out what works best for you, okay? So as you lean and as you push that leg back, you lean forward so that keeps your lower back from bending too much. On the exhale, you gotta pull in your abs to bring the leg back in. Stretch back, exhale, pull back in. Everybody heads up, out, pull in, push away, pull in, push out. Two more, press. One more time, press and hold. Good, come up to seated. All right. I just used my foot to pick that up. Okay, we're gonna go up and over our heads. So we're gonna do a little bit of shoulder work, okay? Let's warm them up though first before we do that. So let's take this right arm. It's gonna lift up and back and forward. Allow your body to twist back with this. Up and twist back, up and forward. Up and back, up and forward. 2 more. Circle back. 1 more time, circle back. And in. Switch sides, up and circle back. Three. 2 more. 4. Yep, 1 more time. 5. And in. All right, so number 1, if you had any pain while you were doing that, this probably won't work very well. This is where your stretchy band comes in handy because you're able to get your arms over your head by pulling the band apart. If you can do it with the towel, I need you to do it with the towel. You can't pull the towel, right? So we're gonna go all the way up and over towards the back and then all the way up and over towards the front. Ah, totally fine to bend your elbows, see? Totally fine to bend your elbows. So right here, I gotta bend my elbows, otherwise I can't get my arms back. Something's going on out there. Back and front and back. So as I'm going along here, it's getting a little bit better. Woo, look at there. I can keep my arms straight. Going back, coming front, still have to bend them a little bit. Yes, yes. See why I wanted a towel as opposed to a band last time. and up. Nice. Woo. Okay, sit back. Hold your leg. So again, a band works here, but because it stretches, it's not going to be as supportive as the towel is. So I'm almost up against the back of the chair. You can be if you want to, but I'm not quite. I got a little bit of space between my hips and the back of the chair. I'm going to open my leg to the side and close. I think I'll change and just use one hand. Open, that'll allow me to take my leg out further, and close and open. So my arm is straight. I'm not trying to bend or pull my shoulder up to move my leg. Out and in, out and in. This leg, I'm going to encourage this hip to stay still. Stay still. 2 more, out. 1 more time, out and in. Now both hands. Okay, so with the help of the towel, you're gonna lift and lower. That's what it looks like from the side. Up and down. Now I can keep my legs straight to do this. You may not be able to, depending on what your hamstrings are like. So if you need to bend your knee, then bend your knee. It comes from the hip. Up and down. Up. But I'm definitely using the towel and my arms to help me. 1 more time. Up and down. Sit up carefully. Let the towel go. Good. Twist your hands. Open, close, open. Don't make a fist, just close. Open, close, open. Close, 2 more. Open, close, open, close. Good. Other side. Legs are heavy. Okay. Change so that you're only holding with 1 hand. Side. This is a nice inner thigh stretch right here. And close and open, especially since our hips are against the chair. So the hips can't pivot. Last 2. Legs come front, hold, lift, up and down. Lift, straight or bent, it's up to you. Up and down, lift. Slight bend in the elbow to get the leg to come up for 3, 2, nice. 1 and down. Carefully release. Bend your knee. Good. Open and close your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Towel or strap behind your upper back. Okay, benefit of the strap, the stretchy strap. You'll be able to reach your arms forward. Can't do that with the towel. So we're gonna support the mid back here, and we're gonna lean back and come back up. So I'm pulling forward with my hands into my rib cage, and then moving my whole upper body back and forward. Inhale, exhale. How you doing, Carol? Too much movement for you?
It's perfect. It's like helping me enormously.
Great, great, great. Lean, come in. Let's do two more. Back and up. And one more time back and up. So that's a hinge. It's not a tuck and curl, right? That's a hinge coming from where the towel is. Take the towel away. A couple options. I'm going to do it with no back behind me, but you can do it with your chair behind you. So that when you hinge back, towels here, when you hinge back, you're leaning against the chair, right? And the arms will come up and down for 3. And then you'll sit back up. So you can lean against the chair, but just don't let your spine move. Your spine will stay straight. I'm going to do it from this side. So I'm a little bit more challenging because I have nothing to lean against, right? So hinge back, lift for 3. Can't go very far. 2, 1, sit back up. So a moment ago, right, when we lean back, it came from where the towel is. So that part doesn't change. When you lean, you're still leaning from that spot. Here we go again. So either use the chair or you're freestanding up for 3. Exhale to lift. Sit back up. One more time. Inhale to go back. Exhale to lift. Keep your feet down. 2, 3, and sit back up. Good. Towel on your lap. Hands on your knees. Start to slide your hands over your knees, down the front of your shins. And then slide back up. Inhale, exhale, slide over your legs. Back up. I want you to touch, right? I want you to, even if you're wearing pants, I want you to, your fingers to feel your skin underneath there. Create some sensation in your nerves, right? That, oh yeah, there's legs down there. So slide over. I'm wearing shorts today, so my fingers are stroking along my skin, creating like this tingling feeling. It's awesome. Exhale, go over. And come back up, waking up my legs. Last 2, go over. And one more time, go over. So how low you go is up to you. And come back up. Good. All right, so we're going to go forward into the next set of exercises. So this time you're going to go a little bit lower on your back, right? We were up here before. So now we're down here past the base of the ribs, more in that lovely little curved space of your spine. And again, you can use the stretchy band for this if you want. So I'm going to hold, I'm going to tuck and curl. So now I'm targeting this part instead of this upper part. So I have to curl my pelvis under and then sit back up. Exhale, I'm pulling my hands forward. So I'm going into the towel. Exhale, tuck and curl. Well, I'm glad I'm recording this one. Exhale, tuck and curl. Breathe out. And again, you guys can go to the back of your chair. You don't have to do it facing sideways. I'm doing it that way so you can see what I'm doing. It's very hard to see what I'm doing when I'm facing that way. And notice, like, if you go back too far, your leg might start wanting to come up. So that's your cue that you're using more thigh than you are abs. So keep those legs down one more time. Exhale, curl back. And come back up to seated. So same thing on this side, yes? We'll curl back, lift the arms up 3 times, come back up to seated. You can use the back of your chair, right? You can use the back of your chair for that. So you can lean against it, up and down. And then roll into the seated position. I'm gonna go sideways. It's all about curling that pelvis underneath you. Breathe in. Tuck and curl and lift up for 3, 2, 1. Back up to seated. Exhale, tuck and curl and lift. 2, 3, and up. 2 more. Tuck and curl and lift. Exhale on the lift. Good. Inhale. Exhale, curl back and lift. One more time. 1 and up. Yay. Back to the front. So let's spiral around, right? So hands on the inside of the knees. So as you go down, you're going to spiral around your legs to the back and then spiral around your legs to the front. So reach around, twist around your shins and then pull up. Because a lot of our muscles do this. They wrap around your bones. They don't go, all of them don't go straight up and down. You wouldn't have a lot of support if they did that. If only the muscles only went straight up and down the bones. They have to wrap around. Down and up and twirl. And up one more time, twirl around your bones and back up. Good. Make a fist, open, make a fist. Stretch your fingers, open, fist open, lace them together, push them away. Take your hands forward, pull your fingers back. Switch sides. Good. Grab your thumb. Grab your thumb. This might hurt a little bit. And wiggle it around in this joint. Pull it out. Twist it. Switch sides. Sometimes, like today, I'm good. Sometimes I do this and I'm like, oh my God, that hurts. Those are, those arthritic joints, right? You want to keep them moving. Okay. Towel on the floor. We're going to work our feet. You're going to grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull. The towel may not go anywhere. Grab, pull. Lift your toes up, put them down, pull on the towel. Lift, put them down, pull. Careful of cramps. Lift and pull. Pull. Good. 2 more. Pull. Good. Now, can you, so I'm going to lean back on my chair. I'm going to use my toes to lift the towel and put it down. Woo, Lynn, this is good for you. Grab, see if you can grab it with your toes. Oh, it's all bunched up. Now I can't do it when it's bunched up. Flatten it out. You can do it when it's flat. Grab, pull, lift, and down. Switch sides. If this is just like way too much for your toes, just leave this part out. So, pull, push, pull, grab and pull. One more. See if you can pick it up. Grab, see if you can pick it up. Down. Technically, you should be able to use your feet the same way you use your hands, technically. There's no reason you see people do it all the time who don't have hands, right? They use their feet to do everything. And down, right? Yes. All right, towel across the floor. One foot on one side, one foot on the other. I'm gonna push out. It's pretty subtle. It's up here. Hands here, palms pressed together. Try to lift the elbows up so you're stretching the wrist. Press out with your legs. And then in. Press. I am not sitting back against my chair. I'm at the front edge. In. Out. It's very hard to push the towel. It's like you're trying to tear it apart. And in. And push. And in. Out. Try to get your elbows together. Push your palms when you lift your elbows to the side so you avoid shrugging your shoulders. And in. And open. And close. I'm going to fix my. Close. Open. Close. Open. Let's do one more time. Open and close. Good. Legs together. Take your right arm, bring it in the middle of your chest. Take your left elbow underneath. Okay, some people, this is as much as they can do. Sometimes there's only the ability to either go here. If you can stack the elbows on top of each other, that's great. If you can wrap your arms. So basically I just did this. I took this underarm over by my thumb. Okay, now you're going to go up and down, lift and down, up, one more time, up and down. Unwrap your arms and take them back behind you. Grab the back of your chair and chest forward. Good, you can look down, but don't drop your chest. Keep your chest open. Come back, left arm, center of your chest. Right arm, elbow under. If this is as far as you can go, that's cool. You can go up and down from here. If you can continue to wrap the upper arm, do that. Lift and lower. One more. Unwrap. Hands behind, chest forward. So you're bending your spine backwards. Stretch. Release. Good. Get your towel and put it behind your head. I can open my windows now. Okay, so with the use of the towel, we can do extension of our back. Giving you the side view. So the towel is going to become your head, your neck support, so that you can take your upper back over the chair and back up. You won't be able to see my face. So I wrap the towel around the back of my head. I hold my elbows in the front. This is going to allow me to let my head and shoulders go back and up. Elbows in front, 90-degree angle. Over. I like to use the chair because that gives your back something to bend over. You might need to add some kind of a pillow back there for comfort. Again, this doesn't really work with the stretchy band. Because it stretches too much. One more time. You can do it without leaning into anything if you want. So just sitting up away from the back of the chair. Head is heavy in the towel. Oh, one more time. And back. And lift. Good. We're going to revisit that. All right, I think everybody we got today is pretty good with their knees, right? Yeah, I think so. Yes, yes. Yeah, everybody's good with their knees. Deb, you're good with your knees, right? She's like, Okay, so, you know, do whatever works, but we're going to sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. Okay. So if you want to leave this part out, you totally can. All right, arms here. Okay, so when we stand, the towel will come down against your thighs. Okay, so hinge first, stand, pull the towel against your thighs and pull, actively pull back. And then arms forward, right? Hinge at your hip, sit back down. So from the side, hinge, this shifts my body weight, use my heels, stand, and my butt, press back, hinge, sit. You got to connect your heels here. Hinge, stand, press, back, down. So we do this on a daily basis, we just don't think about it, right? We just do it. Back, here, and down. Hinge, forward, stand, hinge, sit. Hinge, stand, hinge, sit. This keeps your knees nice, doing what they're supposed to do, which is they're the ones that bend, right? They're not the weight bearers. The weight bearers are your butt and your thigh muscles. Bam. Hinge. Stand, press back. Down. Last time, stay standing. Boom. Good. All right. So pull backwards and see if you can tap into these right here. So pull, release, pull. So this is everything along your back line here. Pull. My hips don't move, my hips don't go forward into the towel. I just place them against my hips and pull my arms back, release, pull, release, pull. Last two, pull, one more time, pull and down. Good. All right, let's do some sliding on the floor from standing. Let's see. Okay. Out and in. Step one, out and in. Step one, slide away, pull back. Slide away, pull back. Slide, pull back. Front, circle, front. You can go across your hips if you want. You can go across your hip in the back, across your hip in the front. The whole while my leg that I'm standing on is straight. That's going to change in a moment if you want. You can stick with this if you don't want to change it. One more time. Good. Now just go back and come back to where you're standing. So when you pull that leg back, see if you can make any shift in your hip like imperceptible, right? Back, back to center. So you're standing just as tall on this leg when this leg moves away as when it comes back. It's not big, right? That hip extension is very small, right? Otherwise, you'd see a shift in your hips. Or you'd feel a shift in your hips. Back. So again, all this is being done right now with a straight leg. One more time. Core muscles are engaged here to keep your pelvis from tipping. Okay. Option is to add a bend of the standing leg. So I know some people are like, no way am I bending that standing leg. So if this is something that you're interested in, leg goes forward, hip bends back. Okay, let me say that again. Leg goes forward, but hip goes back. Okay, to show you from this side. Leg goes forward, hip goes back. See how my knee doesn't go in front? Back in. Here, 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 here. Yes? If it hurts your knee, you're probably shooting your knee forward. Leave the exercise out for 3. So strengthener of your standing leg. 2. 1, use your chair for help. And in. Chair Pilates, my butt. Come around, straight leg, come back, straight leg. At this point, if you want, you bend this leg down, in and around, back. It's like a curtsy. Again, my knee is not going forward, around, back, a little bit, not much though. Back, last 2, around, back. And there's a little swivel in the hip socket on this one, which is why it's a great exercise. And in, okay? So when you swing your leg back and you do the curtsy, if this is your hip socket, when you bend this leg with this leg behind you, this hip bone twists like that. That's why it's such a great exercise. Okay, reverse. How's this leg feeling? It's tired, isn't it? The standing one. Back and in. Option. Bend. Stand. Again, I'm hinging my upper body. My whole upper body is, see how I'm in a straight line from my head down to my foot there? This knee bends to make that happen. And up. Hinge. And stand. Hinge. Oh, yes. Left leg's getting a ton of work. One more time. Hinge and stand. Woo! Swing that leg around a little bit. All right, everything on the other side. Starting with no knee bends, everything leg straight, and then adding in the knee bends. I have to move my mat. Give me a moment. My mat is the same color as my floor. Can't really tell that I have a mat. I love this mat, guys. It's made out of cork. I love it. Best mat I've ever had. I'll give you a link if you're interested. Okay, here we go. Straight to the front. Remember, you're looking for no hip shift from side to side. So it doesn't matter that this leg moves to this leg. Here and back. Stability from side to side with the pelvis. You put your hands on your hip bones if you, so you want to make sure that you're not doing this or that, right? Out and in. This is surprising big amount of work. Breathe. Last two. Time. Good. Now we swing front, swing around back, swing around front, and back. And then the danger on this one is that if we're not bending the standing leg, that your hip might want to go here, right? This pivot in the hips. It's a leg movement we're looking for, not a hip movement. It's going around your standing leg. One more time. Good. Feet come back together. And then you just go straight back and pull in. Again, no shift in the hip. While you do this, everything's nice and straight. Stand up tall. So my right leg, my right leg's a little bit, it's not longer, it's just more flexible than my left. So what you're seeing is my right leg is moving, it's your left, but it's my right. So that's why, if you look carefully, there's a tiny bit of a shift from side to side because this leg's tighter in my body. So one more time. It's not that this leg is longer, it's just more flexible. Last one. I think people mistake a longer leg for a more flexible leg, I think. I'm starting to think that. Okay, add in the knee bend if you want. If you don't want, leave it out. So first we go to the front. Front, hip goes back, bend and stand. Hip goes back, guys. Hip goes back. Knee doesn't go forward. Hip goes back. Hip back. Booty back. Booty back and stand. Booty back. 3, 2, excellent. One more time. Good. Here we go. Round. Go around. Here's your little curtsy squat. Hip goes back. Yes, notice how your leg goes off at an angle because that's the way our hips are built. Our leg doesn't come straight down from our hip socket. It goes out to the side and comes in. It's really apparent in this exercise. Here, your leg bones go up and in. So you should have that little shift to the side. 2 more. Yes. Fabulous. To the back. I'm going to turn so you can see. Slide, hinge, knee bends, stand. Slide back, knee bends. Last 2. Whee! One more time. Back and home. Yes. Good. Kick that towel towards the front. Let's do a little baby hip stretch. Did a lot of work in here, right? So hinge, sit, make sure your chair's there. Okay, leg out to the side. Move over a little bit. Hold the chair here, right between. Switch. Do that again, but flex your foot as much as you can. So what I would like to do, I'm not sure everybody can do this, but what I would like to do, grab your towel, is I would like to get this ankle up here. That's what I would like to do for a figure 4 stretch. So let's see if we can do that. So put your towel over here and pick your leg up. So you might need to hold this, right? This might be like way too intense for you. So you can hold your knee up like this, right? And lean into that. Or if you have the flexibility, you just hinge at your hip there. This is gonna stretch that hip socket I was just talking about. You, as you hinge forward, you're also gonna feel a stretching across the back of the hips. Good. Sit up. Take your towel. It's above my thigh now. I'm going to lean back and I'm just going to pull my leg across a little bit. This way. Let the leg open, sit back up using my towel. Pick up my leg, put it on the floor. Oops. Pick up my leg. So this is my more stretchy side. Is it your more stretchy side? Find the hinge forward if you have any access to that at all. Sit back up. Do that again, breathe with it. Sit back up. Yes, wrap your thigh. Come a little bit closer to your knee and pull that up. I'm gonna lean back. Sitting back up, letting the leg open, towel back down by my ankle and lift my leg. Good, hold your towel. Let's do some, just some waves side to side. Nice and easy. One more time. Over, good. And arms down. You're all done. Whoop, whoop. I'll stop recording.